Is Garcelle weaponizing race on RHOBH? Let's talk about it. When the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills added Garcelle Beauvais to its cast, it was a historic move. As the first black housewife on the franchise, her presence was both groundbreaking and necessary. But with progress comes pressure. And lately, the internet has been buzzing with the question, is Garcelle weaponizing race? Or is she simply speaking her truth in a space that often tries to silence it? Let's unpack this, with a little shade, some truth, and a whole lot of reality. The double standard dilemma. Garcelle has consistently spoken up when something doesn't sit right with her, especially when it comes to race and representation. Whether it's subtle microaggressions or being left out of the group dynamic, she's called it out with grace and clarity. But every time she does, it seems like someone, Dorit, Kyle, or Sutton on a bad day, gets defensive and flips the narrative. So when Garcelle mentions how she's treated differently or points out the underlying bias in the room, she's met with rolled eyes and side comments about playing the race card. But let's be real, why is it always a card when a black woman voices discomfort? Why is race only a weapon when someone dares to address inequality on national television? When silence isn't an option. People love to say, don't make it about race, but sometimes, it is about race. And Garcelle being the only black woman in a sea of wealthy white women puts her in the unique and unfair position of having to be the teacher, the example, and the strong black woman, all at once. That's exhausting, and it's not weaponizing, it's surviving. She's not pulling the race card. She's reading the deck. The real gag. Some fans feel uncomfortable when Garcelle brings race into the conversation, not because she's wrong, but because it forces viewers and castmates to examine their own biases. That's not on Garcelle. That's on the culture of the show and the people watching it. Final thoughts. Garcelle isn't weaponizing race. She's using her voice. And when you're the only one in the room willing to speak the truth, people will always try to spin it as an attack. But here's the real tea. Being honest about race on RHOBH isn't messy, it's necessary. And if the other ladies can't handle that, maybe they're the ones who need to do some self-reflection. Question for the readers. Do you think Garcelle is being unfairly criticized for bringing up race? Or do you believe there's a better way to approach the topic on reality TV? Let's get into it in the comments, and keep it cute, not controversial.